issues.
Yeah, mine's just
Loading.
stuck loading.
Oh, is
Yeah.
it? Let me
Yeah,
try.
I don't
some
know if
basic-
Roll20's having issues or what.
Oh, let me try. I'll
there's some
refresh.
audio issues. I haven't been able to change the audio volume, but I left and then rejoined, and I'm okay now.
Oh wait, maybe
Let's see.
maybe we are having issues. I just reloaded and it's hanging. Just as loading.
Yep.
Oh, come on, Roll20. It was working literally like 5 minutes ago. I was just doing a bunch of work in the thing for the last like hour to an hour. Well.
Just to let you know, David, there's a shop in Lashley, isn't there?
A shop?
Yeah. I'm basically going to buy a breastplate and replace my chainmail with it, so I don't have.
Oh.
disadvantage.
So you could probably talk to the army quartermaster. They would probably. Oh, is it working? It just worked on my Opera. Reload on my Firefox. Why is it working on Opera and not on Firefox? That's really weird. But yeah, you can probably talk to the quartermaster about getting. As long as you're not looking for anything super expensive, they'd probably have like a breastplate or something like that.
Yeah, I would just change it to that. Still get the same defense, they're just not a disadvantage.
Yeah, that's really weird.
Hmm.
Yeah, while we're trying to fix the technical difficulties, we can get the recap going at least so we have that done and hopefully this gets figured out.
It was me that did the journal last week.
Yeah, and I think I'm still getting some echo from someone. I keep hearing myself. Is someone not using headphones?
I'm not, yeah.
All
Stick
right.
them in there.
You might have to go push to talk then, because I keep hearing myself from your thing. But yeah, why don't you give us a quick recap of last time?
Okay, so after a titanic fight for your spite and the successful rescue of Clyde, Clint O'Keller, hears something in the crystal room. We head up, we find a group of gnolls mercilessly beating human slaves who have been broken into serving them now. We think they were the scouts that we lost. We defeat them all. I believe we rescued most of the humans with a few sacrifices. And then we decided to rest in the crystal room for a short rest, I believe. And then head back to Last Lake.
Yeah, so I think we left off after the short rest. The group was about to depart. So what what browser are the people that can't connect using?
Firefox.
Yeah, that's the one I'm using.
Yeah, I was using
Chrome.
Opera and it wasn't working, and then I switched to Chrome and that works.
Oh wow, weird.
So
That's weird. I'm
I like
using
Chrome.
Chrome, but it's not working for me.
Well, see, try a couple of browsers. I'm not sure what the issue is, but see if you find one that works for you. I'll do the same. Although, usually I use Opera for the stream. I'm not sure if I can use it for both. Here, let me try Chrome. Not loaded up Roll20 on Chrome in a while. I used to use Chrome all the time, but I was noticing a lot of lag issues, so I switched over to Firefox.
Was that specifically in Roll20 you were noticing the lag?
Yeah, it was just Roll20. Don't know
Okay.
what the issue was. Yeah, it looks like Chrome is working for me. Wild.
That's weird. It's not working for me. I'm still seeing to be continued.
Have you tried Firefox or Opera?
No, I think the screen does just say to be continued. I think it's.
Oh yeah,
not on the
no,
map already.
yeah, it's not on the map yet, so it
Okay,
should say
sweet.
that. Yeah.
This whole time, Chrome's working fine. Sorry, guys.
No, that yeah, that's just my like holding screen. But yeah, I actually, yeah, it's basically the DM loading screen. But it looks like we're still missing
Signet
one.
now. Signet.
yeah, they're not in yet.
I'm gonna log into Microsoft Edge.
Yeah, Edge does work. You could try Edge. I know, like I said, Firefox wasn't working for me for some reason. I was actually stuck on a loading screen. So, yeah, I'll give you some time to try a few browsers. That is a weird problem to have, though. Never seen that.
Aha!
Oh,
Success.
there you go. Excellent. All right. We're all here. So, the group was resting within the old library near the crystal. You had finished a short rest, and it is
Still the
currently
34th, isn't it?
yes. It's 11:50 on the 34th, so you do have some time before the assault. What does the group want to do?
Before we
We're heading back already.
I don't think we actually had left yet. At least that's what my notes say.
Yeah, I think
No, we
we
were
just
short
rested
resting and
and
then
then
we-
ended.
Yeah, we were short resting, then we were going to head back, and it kind of like ended there. So it's kind of like, I suppose, depends how we interpreted it. Like, did we travel back on that?
I'll say we are about to travel back. So, is there anything the group wants to do here before we leave?
Do any of the bodies have a breastplate on them?
And let me make sure I have all my screens up now that I'm using Chrome. Just hope this doesn't get laggy. Do any of the bodies have breastplate? I don't think so. I believe the gnolls mostly have leather and hides. They don't do a lot of metalworking.
Oh,
Here's a candle. Okay.
and just before we leave, Fisher wanted to do a quick sweep of any null bodies to see if he could find what he's lost.
The gems.
Yeah.
All right. So I think you had searched all of these guys, and I don't believe they had what you were looking for, unfortunately.
Okie doke.
Is Clyde back with us?
I'm keeping him in the
Yeah.
background for now. So he's with you. He has the bolters. He would be complaining about something about only being able to bring one bolter out of here with the magical item. It seems like he can only give them commands here, but they only actually have this crystal only actually has the ability to take one of them out of here at a time.
Wait, so is that just one constantly, or can you take one back to the last light, come back, get another one, and do it again?
He could do that, but if he does that, like they would just sit dormant at last light. If he leaves them here, they can act as guardians. But he's probably going to end up hiding them because he doesn't want the gnolls to find them and break them. He would say, this could make a good site for us to defend. Maybe I can even get the other bolters working and gain control of them. But...
Do you want to leave the bolters?
Oh, you went robotic there. Sorry, I didn't get that.
Want to leave the bolters in the room with the snake lady, or in here and I lock the door behind them?
He thinks for a moment. He says, "Oh, snake lady. That's a good point. Maybe if I have her helping with the bolters, it can set up a pretty good defense of this room. I mean, I haven't seen her fight, but she's defended this room for a pretty long time."
Do you want
Yeah.
to do that?
He says, that might be a good idea. I'll bring the remaining bolters in here. Sometimes you get good ideas, Keller. I'll give you that.
Thank you so much.
All right, so he'll work on getting the remaining bolters in here. Let me see, how many did he have?
He had 3.
Yeah, I'm just looking for them on the map. Oh, did I delete them? I think you're right, though, yeah. So he would go and bring the 3 bolters into here. And he says, I think I will bring one of them, though, to help us with this gnoll thing. Or maybe just to keep at my labs to help defend my shop. In case they try to... What's her name? What was the character's name? In case Amelia tries to break down my door again. Alright, so what's the group want to do?
Ildir, you
I,
all want to the mad fascination with crystal. Okay, if we leave,
I'm still getting a bunch of
Quentin-
clicking and static from
give
Keller.
me a second.
Alright, go ahead, Yildir.
I was just telling him about that too.
Alright. So yeah, do you guys want to head back, or is there anything else that you need to do here?
I will head back.
Yeah,
I'm okay with
that's
heading
fine.
back too.
Alright, so if you're going to travel back, just go ahead and delete your tokens. I won't make you move to the exit of the map. Just click on your token and press delete. You have 3 guard prisoners you're bringing back with you. You have to make sure you don't have the ruler turned on. You have to be in pointer mode.
That gets me every time.
I just saw the pointer ruler clicking appear. Alright, so the group is traveling through the caves. You do have a map, so this is a fairly easy journey. Let me just see if you make it back without issue.
I'm confused by this spreadsheet.
What about it?
There are items that have 0 quantity on it. Like, why are they even in here if there's 0 quantity?
I think it's because it's things he thinks we'd find again. Give me a second.
Like- A map of local caves?
Is it quantity or weight?
Quantity.
Oh,
Like, we have a map of local caves, but it says we have amount 0. And like gold ore 0, great axe 0,
I know you.
animated armor corpse 0.
I know the group had some gold ore. I wonder if he converted it to coin or bars or something. But yeah, I'm guessing it's because he thought you might get more. So if you want, you can just delete that stuff. It's up to you.
Yeah, we've got amount 0, weight 7. Yeah.
Yeah, there isn't really, at least right now, there isn't an official quartermaster template. I should probably make one just to get all the groups similar. But yeah, you can do your own thing with it for now.
Okay.
Here, go ahead. Alright, so the group is traveling. Who is your survival person? I forget. Or do you have one right now? like your guide.
I think it's either Dosha or maybe Claw, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, I probably have the highest just flat roll to it.
All right, give me a survival check, and I'll have Dosha assist you because Dosha does have survival. See
Extra
how?
advantage or just normal?
Just normal. I'll just take his roll if it's higher. That's how I usually do assisting.
Oh.
All right, 16. Yeah, it's pretty good. You do manage to make it back to Last Light, avoiding any issues. You would get there at about, say, 2 o'clock in the afternoon. So it is 2 p.m. now. The guards would welcome you back. They say, things have been quiet, and ask you about your journeys. I don't know if you want to tell them or just enter Last Light.
Fisher's not in the mood for talking.
Yeah.
All right, so you just kind of move past them, entering the farming colony. So what do you want to do here? Or do you want to just pass time until the assault? Because you do have at least 8 hours, which is enough for a downtime day.
Yeah, I'd like to use a downtime day.
Okay,
Let's carouse.
I'm gonna
let's carouse. Let's have some beers.
I'm gonna talk to the singing master and ask for a breastplate.
All right, so Yuri's quartermaster does indeed have a breastplate. He is willing to sell you at book price.
Okay, is he willing to buy my what do you call it, chainmail?
So they don't really need armors, but he, if you really want to get rid of it, he'll buy it off you for 40% book price. Unless you want to try to haggle.
How much? It's fine. How much am I paying altogether?
Oh, I don't know. You're gonna make me do math. Hang on.
The breastplate's 300 because when I bought it for Quinton, that's how much it is.
All right. Let's see. Chainmail is. Oh wait, this doesn't give. I gotta go to the armor list. Armor. How much is chain?
Yeah.
Uh,
No,
I believe 75?
yes. Chainmail 75. I don't know what's 40% of 75. Where's my calculator?
no, it's scale mail, not chainmail.
Oh, scale. Scale is 50. So 40% of 50 is like 20. Yeah.
20, 23.
Yeah. So yeah, that's what they'd give you for your scale.
Okay, so 300 for the
Breastplate minus 25.
Well,
and then,
40%, so I think it's 20. Yeah. Anyone else doing any shopping or anything? All right. So you like I said, you have a day to put towards the downtime project. If you have one, you could just say you put a day towards it, as long as you meet the prerequisites. If you don't have one, you can start one and put a day towards it.
Do they have a place where I could research?
No, there's no real libraries here. This is just like a farming community. They basically you can gamble or drink, and that's pretty much it. I guess you could try to grow something if you wanted to start a garden.
I want to go find Furhole. I don't. Is that the name?
Furhole? Who's Furhole?
Furhol. He's like the contact for Signet library thing.
Oh, who is that? Furhole. Devereaux. All right. Yeah. So he's in Last Light. He's busy, hard at work with the other. What was their names? What's the name of your group? Dusk Melody, right? So he is busy with the other Dusk Melody members, organizing and cataloging those crystals you brought them. he would happily welcome you. He says, "Ah, Keller, it's good to see you."
Yeah, hi. We never really met last time. Like, didn't know you at all.
He
Yeah.
says,
Thank you for the bookshelves, by the way. My dad was super happy with getting them. Mom would like them very much. You really missed out on that one.
He says, "Oh, we have plenty of bookshelves. Worry not. But it's good to meet you.
Okay.
Then I've heard much of you."
Yeah, I'm slightly worried. Hey, I heard stories of someone who is local who used to work for Dusk Melody, and I just wondered, like, do you know any stories about them? Who it could be?
Local, local in Last Light or in Candle?
Either, both.
He says you would have to be more specific. Our people do travel around. I know some of us have been through Candle at times. Do you have a description of this person? Perhaps a project they were working on?
I don't entirely know the project they were working on because it was a while ago, like about 20 years ago or more. Female warrior, brownish hair, I think. Very pretty. Yeah.
So out of character, is there a specific person you're
I'm
looking for?
basically fishing for information on what my mum was doing with them, but without saying it's my mum.
Oh,
In a
okay.
nutshell, I don't want to let them know that it's about my mum, but I want to just.
Give me a deception.
Okay.
Your mom worked with Dust Melody?
You said she'd had dealings with them, like not properly worked with, but like she'd sell them stuff and she had some interactions because she knew about them.
Oh, okay. So he thinks, he says, we don't usually have warriors. I mean, we hire muscle sometimes to help defend us in our projects, but I don't know if we have any properly trained martial mercenaries within the Melody. He says, I'm sorry, I don't really know who you're talking about. Also, 20 years ago, I was fairly young at that point. I would probably have to
I know,
talk to
right?
my father.
Yeah. Who's your father?
Oh, he isn't actually in Candle. He's back within the Darien Empire.
Okay. No worries, thank you. So, like, don't worry. Like 20 years ago, I wasn't even born yet, so I just wanted to hear some rumors about someone I'd heard stories of, like in taverns, and yeah. Thanks. Anyway.
Give me a persuasion.
Okay.
Says, I'll tell you what, your group has helped me quite a bit. Let me look into this. Maybe I can find out something about this. You said dark-haired woman mercenary, martial
Yeah.
fighter. I'll
I'm
see what
not
I can
sure.
find.
Not sure if she used a sword or she was like more like fists, like barbarianish, monkish. I'm not sure what. I just know she's a fighter.
As well, if you can provide me a name, that would be very helpful. But perhaps I can find descriptions in the archive if she was someone of note.
Okay. Thank you.
All right.
I have a question, Raven.
Yes.
If I make a spell scroll for a spell that is a reaction, can I use it as a reaction or is it an action because it's a spell scroll?
So I believe casting a spell or casting from a scroll, the only requirement is that you have the scroll in your hand. So the only thing tricky is that you would have to have the scroll in one of your hands ready to use, if that makes sense.
So that would be what would require an action or something.
Well, you so if you have a free hand, you can just be holding the scroll during combat.
Okay, yeah.
And
that
you can pull out a scroll as a free action once per turn. That's an item interaction.
Okay.
But yeah, when you were doing the reaction, you would have had to have had the scroll already in your hand. When the yeah.
I would like to spend a day of downtime to scribe a first level spell.
Okay, so that does that take 1 day to do?
Yep.
All right, so yeah, as long as you have the needed ingredients, go ahead and spend them, and you would get your scroll.
Cool.
And you all are working on your various projects. Did anyone need to start a project, or are you all good?
I'm good.
We're all
I'm
getting
just
along right.
browsing.
Okay.
They keep carousing.
So, did you have a carousing project you were already doing here?
They
There
did.
is one up, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Was that for this place though, or for Candle?
Oh, it was for Candle.
Yeah, because it would be different people
Oh,
you'd be
interesting.
talking to. I mean, there's mostly just farmers here, so I'm not sure carousing would be that valuable. You could do it; it would be cheap because I think it's like 5 gold a day to or something, or a week to carouse with poor people. So you might make some contacts over 5 days.
Are we?
Um,
We're getting a long rest, aren't we?
If we pass the time, yeah. So not yet. Yuri would say there is another thing I wanted to speak with your group about. I was hoping we could get a scouting mission done before the assault, just to get a better look at the defenses up close. Do any of you have the ability to stealth well? She says, we know where the base is. We just need to get someone in close to get a reading on their walls, and I don't trust any of my people to do that
I know
without being
Keller
discovered.
does.
Yeah, Fisher says, I've got a couple of tricks up my sleeve. What sort of terrain are we talking here? Is it rocky earth?
She
I'll
says,
blend
yeah,
in quite well to that.
it's he says it's cave terrain as most of these areas are. The big issue is you would be in darkness for a bit, so you would have to have a strong fortitude of mind. Also, you would have to be able to see in the dark. Obviously, they would see light sources in the caves, and the ability to keep yourself hidden would be paramount.
I have dark vision. I will go as well.
Yeah, I fancy a challenge and I want my gems back, so let's go for it. I'll do it.
She says this would be a prelude to the actual attack, and if you're discovered, it could be very bad because it would put the gnolls on high alert. So just make sure you're good at keeping yourselves hidden if you're doing this. If no one can do it well, then it might even be better that we don't. But having
Is
information,
Keller here?
I assume so.
I'm
Yeah,
here. I'm just not saying anything.
yeah. Keller
I'm
just
gonna
Keller.
volunteer Keller.
Keller seems he's like, eh. You could probably
Keller
tell.
is super sneaky.
She looks to
I know
Keller.
she's fishing. I know she's fishing for me. That's why I'm like.
She
"No."
says that is true, Keller. You've evaded my guards many a time in Candle, but I didn't
What?
want to
Me?
volunteer you.
Me? No, you wouldn't have. Because if you'd have thought of me, you'd have come and asked me specifically, instead of like just dropping hints.
She says your
No.
group has many new members. I wasn't sure what the skill set was. Look, is there something that you want for your services? Like, would a payment be fair? What would work here? I want to make sure.
Gems.
Or go ahead.
You paying gems? You've got some gemstones. You know, we're talking lapis lazuli, opals. You know, a bit of quartz, amethyst. You name it, I'll take it.
I more assumed we would trade in gold coin, the usual currency.
Fisher,
You must have a gemstone knocking about.
She
Fisher,
says,
I love your get up and go, but I think it's better for me to go because I don't need a torch.
Well, I have got a trick up my sleeve. You might like it. And Fisher does a little showcase, shall we say, of Pass Without Trace, which he can't
Oh.
cast because he is Earth Genasi.
all right, so you cast Pass Without Trace, suddenly making everything much quieter as you start to move about.
Oh,
Yuri
that's
says, a druid spell. Interesting. I have not seen it for a while.
So Fisher's going to slip off his heavy armor for this stealth expedition and rely on the skin.
So, would it be just Fisher going then? And you said you wanted a gemstone for this.
Yes.
What sort of gemstone are you looking for?
I think Fisher's right. Well, I'll take the most valuable one you're willing to spare. Thank you very much.
She looks over to her quartermaster, walks over, whispers something. Do they have gemstones? Let's see. Apparently they do. So she says, it appears we do have a ruby that was found on one of the expeditions. We estimated it to be worth about 100 gold pieces, which is a bit much for a scouting mission that benefits both of us, but I do want to make sure this attack goes as best or as well as possible. So, all right. If you
This
do,
ruby you're talking about. Oh, just 1 second. This ruby you're talking about, does it have a slight chip on one of the edges? Slightly dulled hue in the center. A rich red on the right-hand side of the gem.
so she produces it, but it doesn't look like one of yours.
Okay.
Just looks like a
Okay,
normal
well, that will
ruby.
do nice. I'm always in the market for a delightful ruby, and that is a nice one. Let's go for it. Payment
So
accepted.
you and Keller are going to be doing this.
Me as well.
This is a good.
I
Is it-
I
Signet, look,
clap Signet on the back.
you're very useful, like extremely, but you're useful when you can heal, which you've not got spells at the minute, and honestly, you're not the quietest. Alright.
Actually, well, I am quieter now. I've changed the armor.
She says, it's up to you. I would assume less people is less likely to be discovered, but if your group's confident that the three of you can keep quiet, I will let you make this
Well,
decision.
I do have 2 level 1 spells left, and I can cast Bless and wait for you.
Just FYI, Bless does not do anything for stealth checks.
I think it also lasts a minute, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's for attacks and saves. You would need guidance for stealth checks.
I haven't got that thing.
All right, so is it just going to be the two of you then?
I'm not going to stop
Yeah.
anyone from coming, but if anyone does really want to come, they can. I'm not going to stop anyone from coming. Just
All right, I'm going to send one of my scouts to show you the way, but it will be just the two of you getting close. You'll be in...
FYI, Yuri, the gemstone's just for Fisher's price. I still want actual money.
She says the gemstone's worth 100 gold. Can't you split the value?
No, we can't. As an Earth Genasi, this gemstone rightfully belongs to me, so I should be demanding it from you, really. Give Keller a couple of gold coins. I'm
Give
sure
me
he'll
a
please
persuasion check with disadvantage.
that.
She's like, it's not usually how trade works, my friend. But how much do you want, Keller?
How much are you willing to give me?
She says, I was willing to give you 100, which I thought is quite a bit more than you should be paid for this mission. It's just one mission. It's dangerous, but it's 100
how about
gold.
we say 30 for the mission, 20 for the insultation that you didn't come and ask me directly, 10 for the beating around the bush, wasting my time. We'll round it up to about 60.
And this is in addition to the gemstone.
Yes.
Give me a persuasion check at disadvantage.
Oh.
She says, how about I just give you 100 gold pieces and you can split it however you wish. And I'll keep the gemstone.
Alright. We'll
Okay,
do
you
it with
give-
the gemstone.
Wait, you're
it's
going to
fine.
give us 100 gold pieces each.
No, 100 gold pieces. You could take your 60 and maybe give 40 to Fisher.
Let's give him the bloody ruby.
All
You
right.
can have it when I'm done with it, Keller. Don't you worry, mate.
All right. So she agrees to the 100 gold piece ruby payment. She says, I'll give it to you both when you get back. Don't worry, I'm good for it.
Glorious.
Wow, that's so
Okay.
kind. So if we die, you still get to keep it.
She says, well, if you died and you had it, then they would get to keep it. So it seems like the prudent decision here.
True.
Alright, let's go, Fisher.
All right.
Off we go.
So
As we're walking off, I want to say very loudly so that she can hear. Go. How about we just walk around in circles for an hour and come back?
she sighs. She says, "I liked him better in jail, or I like him better in jail sometimes."
Wait, you like me in chains? That's just perverted.
Oh, did you hear that? Sorry. And she goes back to talking to the quartermaster. All right, so you are going on an expedition. This is going to take several hours. Does everyone kind of know what their characters are doing for the downtime right now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Sorry, what?
They're gonna have to watch us. Just
Oh, well, it's not going to be that long unless you get captured. Then it might be bad, but we'll
Please
see.
don't.
So you are entering Knoll territory. The guide is the one doing survival. I assume none of you have it trained. So I'm just going to roll for him to see how he does. That doesn't do too bad. So yeah, you're definitely in Knoll territory. You can tell by all the stinky areas of this cave and just the general disheveled nature of the place.
Can I, before we enter Knoll territory, Fisher would like to cast Find Familiar and get Del Boy back in the game.
That's the I assume you're doing it as a ritual, or are you just doing it as a spell? Because it does take an hour.
Yes, I'd like to do it as a ritual.
All right, so it'd be an hour and 10 minutes. Do you have the components you need for that? Because I believe it costs 10 arcane components to cast that. 10 Majo.
10 gold pieces.
Well, you can either use 10 Majo of arcane, or you can use the listed ones from the spell, which I think are like 10 GP worth of incense. Either of those are fine.
Yeah. I'm not familiar with Marjo yet. Fisher, I don't know. We haven't set him up with any of those, so I think I'm gonna have to go standard gold pieces.
All right, but you do have the incense.
I believe Fisher would have that on him. Yeah, he's been.
So
Del
we
Boy's
can
been around.
we can say you had it. How much incense do you want to have? Because you can't just spend gold to get it, but we can say you had some. Like how much? Yeah.
What's the fairest way to do this? We roll the dice.
No, I mean, how much gold do you have right now?
I literally have 10 gold pieces left.
Oh, all right. You should probably ask the group to get paid, but we can say that you don't actually have the 10 gold. You have incense right now, so we can do it that way. But yeah, generally, like if you're in a town area, you can just buy incense, or you can create components using essence if you have Arcana and alchemy and such. All right, so you summon your familiar. And no one had survival, right? It was just this guy.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So as you get close, I assume you were going to use Pass Without Trace.
Yes.
So give me stealth rolls as you're making your way through enemy territory. Let's see how this goes, because you are going to have to avoid some patrols.
So I can, before we go ahead, I can send Del Boy up ahead and see through his eyes telepathically to 100 feet.
Mm-hmm.
Are we able to? And that's something I would like to do. Are we able to determine where we are? Like how much scouting do we want to be doing here? What's the objective of the mission?
So you're looking to get to the Knoll camp without being discovered, and then actually, I'll leave it up to you how close you want to get to the Knoll camp. But there is a map there, so you'll get to stealth around and choose how dangerous you want to go. If you do send your imp 100 feet away, he won't benefit from your Pass Without Trace aura, which only goes 30 feet.
Question, Bishop, can the imp go invisible?
Yes.
Does he have dark vision?
I believe he does.
Just remember, invisibility doesn't necessarily make him quiet.
No,
So-
I know. I remember from my first river.
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
So, I mean, he might not be seen, but he might be heard as he moves. Which is why stealth would still be important, even if you're invisible.
He just sounds like a little bird, surely.
A bird in the
I
cave.
don't know how many birds and
Yeah.
rats we've seen in this cave.
Yeah, just a,
Just a cave bird. More, maybe a bat.
cave bird.
Maybe a bat. Yeah, I mean, it's possible they won't think anything of it. It's just a little more risky. Because, yeah.
Why don't we have your familiar be about 30 feet? If we come up to any turns or corners and stuff, have him look around there invisible. And still keep him in the 30 feet so that he still benefits from your pass without trace. If he's still ahead of us, we'll still know stuff.
I can keep my eye out, he would say.
Yeah, where the hell do you? Don't scare me like that.
You feel a poke on your
He's
shoulder.
a sneaky bagger, isn't he? He'll get you. Watch out. He's got a nasty bite.
Alright, so I got a 20 stealth from Keller. Give
you got
me
24.
Oh, sorry. 34 with the pass without trace. Give me a roll for you and your imp, Fisher.
You're just going stealth, yeah.
Yeah, just be wait, do you have heavy armor on?
Oh, he took it off.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I need to take that off.
So a 13 might be an issue.
Where is the button?
13's an issue, really?
Oh, no, you are. It's a little bit rocky, but you do manage to get past without being noticed. Moving through some guarded areas. Give me a roll for your imp. Luckily, these gnolls don't seem to be the most perceptive.
Did we load Del Boy in? I forget.
Yeah, he's under resources, game resources, shapeshift, summon. And you can change his name to Doughboy in there if you want. You should have full control of his sheet. 24. Alright, yeah, he's very quiet. Alright, so you spend some time moving through the area. The scout's pretty good at stealthing, and with your spell, he's almost a ghost. And you would reach the cave. So I'm going to just use the party token so we don't have people sitting in the dark. But you would come in from the west.
Of course, my sheet covers where we end up.
So as you get closer, moving quietly up ahead, you would see a gate. And from beyond the gate, it looks like there are torches burning inside. Through slits in the gate, you see movement. Oh, and one thing that I found helpful, so I stopped asking people, if you can, include your passive perception and your passive insight in your name for Roll20, like in parentheses or something. Like Fisher Price, parentheses, PP, whatever, PI, whatever. And then I can just look at that on Roll20.
Okay.
I don't need the AC as much because I can just look at your tokens for AC, but passive insight and passive perception I can't get easily. So, yeah, what's the highest passive insight, or sorry, passive perception in this group?
Mine are both 14. Not about fissures.
Okay.
I'm not. Where's passive? Oh yeah, mine's 11. Yeah.
So a passive score is just 10 plus whatever your bonus is in anything. So yeah,
11.
you can't see exactly what's on the other side of the gate, but you do see lights, and it looks like someone moving around, possibly some kind of guard or patrol on the other side of the gate here. Otherwise, it's a solid wood gate going up to the rock. Looks like a shroomwood gate. You could probably break it down with time, but the arrow slits would mean that you'd get a bunch of arrows as you were trying to, and a spear could possibly come through the gate as well. So the scout would kind of whisper, there might be other locations that we can check. Do you all want to do anything here?
Does there look to be any traps or anything set up at the gate? And just to clarify, this is the gate that we're supposed to be going through when we assault.
He says, I was told there are several entrances, so we could scout around and see if there's another way in. But this is one of the gate possibilities.
I say we
Right.
scout around.
This is the gate up here. So yeah, it's mostly wooden with this one area that you can open. You want to keep scouting?
I'd say yes. What does Fisher want to do?
Yeah, what's the name of this gate? What are we calling this gate?
West Gate, maybe?
This is the West Gate. Rightio. Okay, yeah, let's keep on moving.
Alright, give me another set of stealth checks. 'Cause this is a very dangerous area.
Advantage.
23, 30, 41. Alright.
41.
Keller just like stares at you and vanishes. 20 or 18. Yeah, no, you're all fine. Those are really good rolls. So you move around through the cave and find another area. Coming in from the south. There's a bunch of walls here. And a gate again over here. All the walls have slits in, so if you were trying to attack any of these wood walls, they could shoot and stab at your people. This seems to be the southern entryway to the fort, or the prison camp. It sounds like there's a bunch of gnolls inside, though obviously you can't pinpoint that just from the noises.
And the previous gate you mentioned there was just one light, did you say?
There are a couple of lights, but there's definitely more noise in this area. So this might be closer to a bunch of tents or something.
But this one's like just as well guarded as the other one, like hard to get in.
I mean, it's the same type of gate. You would guess on the other side the guards are keeping an ear out and looking through the peepholes because there's like a bunch of arrow slits. It's hard to say how many there are. You can make an active perception, I guess.
Yeah, go on.
See if you can tell by the shadows or something. Perception, not persuasion.
Damn it. Sorry. I'm gonna add a psionic die to that, which is a plus
Okay.
8.
Go ahead and link the ability. Oh, good roll.
It's that long ass thing. Hang on.
Alright, just give me the long thing, just so it's in the log.
Yeah.
Alright.
Got an 8. Nice.
So with
That's
the... Alright, so yeah, you focus your mental energy, and you are able to pinpoint 2 shadows, as well as the sound of 2 guards moving around in this area, and 3 guards moving around this large area, like the large stone gate, or wood gate over there. That's all you really get. Is there
Can we
any?
keep looking around?
He
How
nods.
many other areas do we think there are left to scout?
Says
East and north?
there is a. I believe there are 3 more entryways.
Great.
Okay.
All right.
Alright, let's have a look.
So another set of stealth checks.
31.
And the imp.
Oh, I'm getting nervous.
15. Alright, still undiscovered. The group is heading in from the east. Still keeping out of sight, although the imp is making more noise than you'd like, but luckily whoever is guarding from the gate over here does not notice him. He says, this is the east entrance. It's a little smaller, but I think there's less activity over here. And yeah, if you want to do a perception, you might be able to find out some more info. Any of you, it doesn't have to just be Keller. Okay.
What abilities? The dex, right?
Perception is wisdom.
Wisdom.
Yeah. If you want to do the imp. Okay. So yeah, it's hard to tell. You would guess there's between 1 and 3 here, but yeah, you don't know.
Does this one look as hard to get in as the other two, like wood defended with arrow slits?
Yeah, these are all pretty fortified. There's no obvious way in from the outside. Like, you'd probably have to break it down, which would take time. The door is definitely the easiest way to break in. Like, breaking the wall would take a lot more effort. But they would get to attack you while you were doing so. Unless you could find another way in. Should we look at the others, or shall we fall back? Is this enough information?
No, we need to look at the others. We need to find a far better way of entry. These would get killed before we even get in the door.
He nods.
None of these are really tingling my fancy.
Alright.
Shall we send Delboy up to the next gate by himself? I can see through his eyes. He can turn invisible, and we don't have to keep chancing the 3 of us being caught.
You can do that, or I can go. It's up to you. It's entirely up to you. You get to decide.
Yeah, he says, I think if we're going to send one, I almost think Keller would be the way to go. He just friggin' disappears into the night. It's like Batman over there. 41.
We'll let you do your work, Batman.
I don't like bats. They're very creepy. Alright, next camp. Next gate.
Alright, so you're going alone for this one?
Yeah.
So if you go alone, you won't have the +10 of Fisher.
No, but I still have advantage.
Alright, give me a stealth check. Wow, good roll.
God.
Nice.
Alright, so wait, do you have advantage? Because you'd have to have...
I have the elven shoes, boots, whatever. What are they?
So that would be the sound, but if you're not invisible, sight would still be normal, right? Unless you have elven cloak as well.
I don't have the elven cloak. I've got the shoes, the boots.
Alright, so if you just had one, because you are still, like, going into eyesight area, it would be the 19.
Okay.
But I will move you to the north one. This 19 is still a really good roll. And you would see what you see here. Another gate here. Perception.
Alright, give me a second.
Oh, yeah, you're not sure. This is shadows and noise, you don't know. So yeah, that's what you get in this area.
But I'm gonna go with it's as well defended as the other ones. Like, doesn't look easier to break into.
As I said, the gates are probably how you'd have to break in, though, yeah, it would still take time unless you did really well on your damage rolls. Like, breaking through a wooden gate isn't easy. Or unless you had some way of unlocking it from the inside, which would be hard to do, obviously.
Alright, I'll go back to them and just say, yeah, no, not any better. Let's try the last place you wanted to look.
Alright, stealth check. Alright, so the northeastern area doesn't seem like it's an actual gate. This is just like a wall. But you don't think it's being watched right now, which is surprising. There are still arrow slits and holes in it to attack out of, but it doesn't look like there is a dedicated guard here. You hear noise from inside as like all the other places, but you don't see the shadows moving back and forth on the inside. Just looks like a wood wall.
I'm gonna dump another sonic die into this.
23. Yeah, you're almost positive that there's no one watching this area right now.
Okay. I'm going to... Do we want to get closer to see what we can see and if this one looks better? Because it's really weird that all the others are really well defended, but this one's...
Well, this isn't a gate. This might just be a barrier they put up. Like, you don't think you're supposed to be able to enter from here. So if you can...
Still a weak point, and they should at least be guarding this one properly.
I mean, give me a... I guess give me like an int check, maybe? And see if you know something. Yeah, you're yeah. Looks weird. Like, why aren't they guarding this?
What do you think, Fissure? Do you want to show? Should I go and have a look closer, or?
Yeah, chance it, mate. You've come this far.
Right. Before I go, I'm going to do my 3 psionic whispers to me, Fissure, and I suppose Scout. I have to roll for how long? D8.
Alright, go ahead and link it and give me a roll. Or is it the big text dump again?
It's the big text thing, it's just the Sonic Whispers one.
Yeah, go ahead and link it. I'll have it in the chat log. So you have Sonic Whispers for 4 hours. And you're trying to get close to the wall here? Is that what you're doing?
Yeah, I want to get closer to the wall to see if it looks like there's people just out of sight. If because no one's attacked it, they've got lazy.
Like peek in type thing?
As close as I can if I think it looks safe peeking.
Alright. Sorry, give me one moment. This lighting error is bothering me. I'm going to fix it. There we go. Alright. So you move close. Go ahead, give me a stealth check.
I did it. It was 21. It's before the psionic stuff.
Oh, up there? Okay. Yeah, so you get up. No one hears you, and you're trying to peek in. Give me one moment. Now I gotta put some stuff on the map here. So you peek into the camp. Oh, you have a lot of vision, huh?
Yeah, I have a 14 and it's not blocked with... The dark vision doesn't give it disadvantage because of Skulker.
Oh, well, that's right. This place is lit up anyway. So I don't have all the gnolls represented here because they're kind of moving around. But I do have the prisoners represented. The fires are lighting up the area. And you would see there are a good number of gnolls, like you would guess close to 60 or so, like a large force.
So I'll tell them all that. There's like 60 gnolls plus I think I counted 7 prisoners.
Yeah, you would see human prisoners as well as gnoll prisoners. You're guessing from different tribes. A bunch of tents around and lots of gnolls walking back and forth. It doesn't seem like they're looking like at this area as much, like guarding it. Probably because they just assume the wall will do its job and they'll, hear an attack on the wall. So, yeah, you think if you could find a way to quietly get past this wall, this might be an ideal way in for a surprise. But yeah, that gave you a lot of information.
Yeah.
So what do you want to do?
Do we want to go back?
I'd say that was a very successful scouting mission. I think
I know, right? We were really good together. This is all telepathic, by the way.
I assumed.
That was really good together.
Am I able to communicate back? Are you in my head?
Yes. No. It's a thing. sorry, I probably should explain. I think it's a thing from my dad, like the elf part of me. Like I can do psychic blades and connect mentally to people. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I can't read your thoughts. It's just like surface communication.
Okay,
Wow.
good. I don't.
The
Yeah, as long as you're not in my mind, like fully in my brain.
No,
I don't-
no, I can't. I don't think I can read your thoughts. Think something, not telling me.
the guard
There you
would
go.
whisper telepathically, because he doesn't really know how it works, and say, I think we should move back then if we're all done. The
You
longer
don't
we...
have to whisper. You
Oh.
don't have to, like, you can
Uh,
talk normally, they can't hear me.
I think we should move back. If we stay here, they might discover us. You can,
cool, let's go.
we can discuss all this with Yuri and your allies.
Yeah,
All right.
no,
So one more set of stealth rolls to try to leave the area. At this point, your Pass Without Trace would be up unless you want to cast it again.
Oh, I think I would have hightailed it out of there before my Pass Without Trace failed, to be honest.
It took too long. Like, you had to sneak into Knoll area and then travel through the caves. So that's the reason why it ran out. And just because the time traveling through the caves took the most time, and scouting around the different side caves. So you could try to get out without it, or you can cast it again. I don't know. What do you have enough spells to cast it again?
How long do we need for a short rest again?
An hour. Probably not advisable.
Okay.
If you can't get it, we'll just head straight out without it. Don't worry.
Says the guy with plus 11 stealth.
Hey,
Or 5.
I'm a rogue. It'd be dodgy if I had shit stealth.
True.
I'm not even going to take a chance.
Alright, so you're going to cast it again. Alright, so you spend another second level spell. Go ahead and make your stealth checks for you and your imp. 25.
Would have been fine.
22.
Yeah, he needed it.
15 still risky. 25 is definitely unheard. And 22 is as well. So you travel back to Last Light. I'll say the trip in whole took about 2, 3. I'll say 6 hours. It's a pretty hefty time. Most of the traveling was to get to the Knoll area. All right, so you're back in town. What do you all want to do? I assume you're going to tell the group about what you saw.
Yeah. Do we
Okay.
have a favoured entrance, do you think, Della? What was the what's your verdict?
I think, well, we have two options really. We can either go in.
And here, I'll put the map up just because you would be showing them a map of what you saw.
Either
You
we
can
go in
discuss.
the way. We can go in the way that we found, that northeast gate thing, which would work, or if you'd like, I could potentially like sneak in and go and open up the doors if you wanted.
Yuri, well, I'll just say is here because you would have told her as well. Asked, how would you get past the gate to get in?
Oh, I'd go over the I would go over.
And just
I'd break in.
Just as an FYI, the wood gates do go from floor to ceiling, so you can't really climb over them.
Oh.
Yeah, it's like a full wall of wood. Like they had some time to set up here.
Okay, no, I wouldn't do that. And I suggest you break it in.
He says it
Did the
seems. Or go ahead.
Did the wall look like we could dig under it?
I mean, it's possible if you could do it without making noise and being seen, you know. She says, I don't know of a way to get in there besides just trying to break one of the doors down. Maybe a distraction, like maybe if we hit the gate from one side, or maybe from multiple sides, like they'll have to split their forces to attack all of us. It still doesn't seem like a great plan, though. We'll still take a good amount of arrow fire before we get through. She
Do we
says,
think that they will react stupidly if we were to like kidnap somebody of theirs and then request them to come fight us out in our turf, try to thin their numbers instead of just doing a full siege? There's 60 of them. It's
does-
them in half.
does anyone know anything about knoll culture?
No, but we do have a friend, Dosha. Let's go get Dosha.
Oh, sure, we could say Dosha's here. So if you ask Dosha that, he would say the Knolls don't usually care about their people being taken prisoner unless it is someone of importance. I don't think they would risk their walls to try to rescue one of their people if we took them hostage. Again, unless it was someone of great importance.
Dosha, I have a question. How
Yes.
easy would it be for one of your tribe to walk a bunch of us in as an offering to join them?
Oh, I don't know. I'm not very good at deceptions, but I also have tattoos of my tribe. They would know I am Shroom Shield.
I can change your tattoos with my ink if necessary, and we could erase it afterwards.
A disguise?
Well, more than disguise. I'm thinking using my quill with the magic ink.
I could attempt it. As I said, I am not well versed in deception. I am better at stealth and scouting of the caves, but I suppose I could try.
Is there a member of your tribe that is better with lying?
He thinks. Now, his tribe isn't here, are they?
They're close by. We brought them in. They've been living by Last Light and trading with them. They're close.
Was that his whole tribe, or just the ones you freed?
As far as I'm aware, he got his whole tribe to come over here.
Okay, he did. I'm just checking my notes. I believe you. I just wasn't sure if he
As far
got
as
his
I'm
whole tribe.
aware, I might be wrong.
Make a note of that, because I don't think I noted that. He says I might be able to find someone, but it seems very dangerous. I feel bad putting them at risk.
Well, and in the really bad way, one person's life at risk is better than risking a load of people trying to break through a door. If you could get us in, I can pick the lock whilst I'm going to presume that Claw will definitely want to smash a few of this clan's Knoll's heads in.
They do not have locks. Most likely, the gate is barred with large wood. You would just have to move board to unbar it.
We switch positions, Claw. You open the door, and I kill people.
Give me a persuasion check. Has Claw said anything in all this?
No, I've been quiet.
She's just been listening. He seems a little bit hesitant, but he says, "I guess I can ask some of our people and see if one would be better at deceptions. But I don't think anyone is very talented. Still, I can try."
I mean, I would do it, but unfortunately, I can't look like a Knoll.
He nods. All right, I'll see if I can find someone. And he's gonna go talk to his people. Yuri would say he is very kind and brave for one who has found such hate among humans. I know we haven't done the best at we haven't done the best to be welcoming to his people.
Maybe you should try. That's a start.
He says, I have tried, and I've tried to get my soldiers to be more accommodating, but prejudices remain. But you're right. I will try to do better.
I'm going to go to the group and just go, yeah, hi, sorry, I don't mean to speak for us all, so if anyone has an issue with the plan, feel free to come up.
I like it.
Anybody else?
Me.
Is anyone saying anything else? Anyone have any other plans or how they think this should go? Alright, so go ahead.
I will prepare proper spells.
So Yuri would say, so your plan is to have this knoll bring you into the fort or into the base. What then?
My thoughts is Keller can sneak off immediately when we get in the gate, attempt to open the gate. If they leave their post, we can create a scene inside while everyone else comes in. Does that
I'm
sound good?
100% on board with that plan, except for a slight problem. I'm not very strong.
Okay.
She says, this could work. The danger I see is that if you are overwhelmed in there before you can get the gate open, you will be at the mercy of the gnolls. So you have to make sure you get that gate open. Also, if we're all coming in from the same entrance, that means the whole fort is going to fall upon the one entrance once the alarm is rang. So you're going to have to hold them back as we're coming through, which is going to put a lot of pressure on you and your group. My other thought, or go ahead.
I can also make you stronger if need be.
She says, well, another thought could be we attack them from a different gate as you kind of reveal yourselves, and then like we'll take some damage, but at least we'll be attacking from two fronts, maybe even multiple fronts, and they'll have to split their forces up to deal with all of us while you are attacking from whatever gate you want to go in from. Does that make sense?
Yeah, maybe we do the same exact plan. We try to open it from our side. They get scared on this side. They move forces away from the other side, and y'all break down that door.
She says, that's exactly what I was thinking.
Or we do it the other way, in the fact that we get taken in. I have a psychic connection with Yuri. As soon as we're taken in and we start whatever, when it starts looking like no friend can't lie, you start attacking, everyone panics. As they're trying to deal with you, we break out and then try and open the door for you on the side you're attacking.
She says, my other concern is when we enter Gnoll territory, just trying to sneak all our forces into position might be a little bit difficult. Unless there was some sort of distraction in a different part of the caves.
How about...
Yeah.
Is Clyde still with us?
Yeah, could we ask him to send a bolter?
Clyde says, my bolter! They'll destroy it!
You have plenty. You can go get another one.
I have 3. What do you mean I have plenty?
You have plenty.
Yeah, give me a persuasion check, because he's technically an NPC now.
How good is the bolter at destroying structures?
It could set it on fire, but I mean, I assume the shroom wood is pretty thick, so I don't know how good that's going to be at destroying it.
I'm going to help.
I could animate a corpse and you'd have it take a bomb to the door to blow up.
We have a bomb?
You can make one.
How are your chemistry skills?
Well, we do have an artificer.
Oh, that's true. He says, a bomb. Maybe. I don't know if it's worth it to get rid of my bolter just to create a distraction. Why don't you all go just kill some gnolls like in the north area, and maybe they'll shift some of their southern defenses up there, and then Yuri can get her people by. Like, not of the prison, but just in the cave area. You can attack their...
Yeah, what if we were to attack in the cave area, then have one of Dosha's people bring us in from that area?
As if you've been taken prisoner?
Exactly.
Yuri says, I like it. That could be a way in. Then you come in through the north gate, and we try to sneak in from the south. Waiting for Keller's signal for our attack.
Yeah, the problem with that is, depending on a couple of things, it limits how long my psychic connection will last, which will mean that it could go before it all happens.
Well, how long does your psychic connection last?
Varies.
How about we say if they hear a giant explosion from a fireball, they should come?
Yeah, a signal.
She says, yeah, we can listen for some sort of fire signal, and then we can attack. I'll have my scouts up front listening at the gate, hopefully undiscovered.
Could we have a contingent of forces by the wall that we spotted and just have a ladder that goes over the top?
So she would, well, it's to the ceiling, so they wouldn't be able to climb over. But she would look to Claw, and she says, "Claw, what of your people? You've said that you hate the Knolls. Do you think they'd be willing to help us in this?"
We may be able to get some. Like, I don't know how many fighters we have left after all the raids.
She says, "Well, any help would be very appreciated. I don't know how long it would take you to get in contact with them, but if they're talented barbarians, then it could tip the scales in our favor."
I don't believe my camp is too far from the Knolls. It would explain how they attack so often.
It is a couple of hours. Actually, south, kind of near where the library is, because that was a holy place to you, or to your people anyway.
Yeah.
So it's kind of in that area.
Mm. She had explained it's a few hours south of the camp, so it'd be a detour, but.
Do you think it would be
probably worth it.
okay? Maybe we should take that detour then, just to bolster our forces, because I think this would be beneficial to both our people and your people. All right, so she says, "Why don't tomorrow morning or before the attack we go and speak with Claw's tribe?"
Sounds good.
All right, so I think we have our plan then, right? Unless there's any details we need to go over or change.
I don't think so.
I will cast Blast the earliest convenience. Or should I go for Bane instead?
Whichever one you'd rather be concentrating on.
Yeah, I believe they're 1 minute spells, so just remember that. You may have to cast them multiple times throughout the fighting.
Yeah.
All right. So the plan is to get Claw's people, then make a distraction to the north with some fighting, fake being taken prisoner, and then once you get inside, send off the signal and just kind of start fighting, right?
Yep.
Okay. So with that,
Are we just sleep?
at this point, I can pass time unless anyone's doing anything else.
Got it.
I'm missing a ruby.
You're what?
He's missing his ruby from Yuri.
Oh, she would have given you your ruby. You have that.
Okay, I'm gonna
Hey,
huddle it and go to sleep.
hey, Claw, can I just talk to you quickly for a second?
She looked kind of curious. Yeah, what's up?
I try and take her away from everyone, just so it's not like it's not like a conversation with crowd.
Yeah.
You don't. This is just what I'm picking up, and maybe I'm wrong. You don't seem entirely thrilled about the idea of going back to your tribe to ask for help. No, I just want to know, is there a bigger thing, or is it just you don't want to go home?
I don't want to burden them, and I kind of told them I could handle this without them. So it's a bit of a ego kind of pride thing. As hard as it is to admit that.
No, that's fine. That's fine. I could entirely work with that. I just wanted to make sure, you hadn't broken any rules, laws. You weren't walking back into some hate things. You family feuds. They killed my family. I have to get revenge on the tribe, and just none of that. That's what I just wanted to check.
No, it's all just personal kind of immature shit I'm working through.
No, that trust me, half elf, 20 years old.
I think you're both
Longer
teenagers,
lifespan.
right?
I was yeah, longer lifespan.
Or
trust me,
early
like,
20s.
Early 20s, yeah.
Yeah, you're both kids.
I get it. I just wanted to check in and make sure, we were potentially going into. Just no. Thank you. Sorry if it was really prying and personal.
So
She just kind of cut it off and be like, it's all good.
I do need to know a little bit about your tribe, because I don't think we went over those details. Do you have a name for the leader of your tribe or someone they'd be talking to?
Not in the slightest.
All right. Do you want to come up with one, or do you want me to just come up with one?
You can just come up with one.
All right. I'll say your tribe is led by
Ulgum.
Olgum. Sure, we'll go with Olgum. Olgum Stonefist. So he's probably who you're going to have to talk to. Anyone else of note in your tribe that you might be talking to?
Potentially the family of my friend that had the great axe that we found.
Because he might be missing.
Yeah. Well, he is missing, but probably dead.
He
Probably
might be
dead.
missing. He might have come back without his axe.
Oh, you found
I
my
kind of
axe.
have it. Shit.
All right. What family would that be? Do you have a name for them or a contact?
No. I'm running on like 50% because
Frostfang.
I play this game after work. After I work
Okay.
fucking 12 hours.
Call
So
him Frostfang. There you are, Frostfang.
that works, yeah.
Frostfang. All right. What was the first name?
Bone fit. The first. I don't know. Do you have a first name for them, Claw, or do you want me to just think of one quickly?
Nah, I just come up with some shit.
Okay. Alec.
Saffron.
Alec Frostfang.
Yeah.
All right, so you kind of discussed this. You're going to want to speak to the Elder and probably this Alec Frostfang tomorrow. We'll say the sibling of one of the person whose axe you found. All right, so the night is passing. I'll go ahead and spend your upkeep, whatever. I think you can just live normal here, so it'll just be a gold piece. And it is now the 35th, so go ahead and do a long rest. 35th.
I don't spend anything.
Yeah, you got contacts. All right, so
I think the background.
yeah, you got friends here. So 35th of winter, 8 a.m. Yuri is getting ready to move out to head towards Claw's tribe. Last call to do anything in town, as you'll be gone for a while after this. Anyone doing anything? Okay.
Nope.
So you begin to travel.
Hey, Fisher. Quick question. What's the obsession with gems and that very specific one?
Well, let me show you something. And
Not even dinner. All right.
Whoa.
Fisher sort of takes Keller, puts his arm around his shoulders, ushers him away, and calls Del Boy over. And Del Boy opens up a little sort of shadowy portal on the ground, and he takes the ruby and drops it into the portal. The ruby then re-emerges from the portal, but something about the ruby has changed. And then he just looks at you with a rocky eyebrow raised and just says, "Neat trick, eh?"
Kind of. Like, I'm kind of really freaked out right now because I don't know if that's a secret portal to some weird place or if you just drop a gem in and it kind of just comes out as well.
Well, I don't really know. I don't know too much. I just there's a voice in my head. She asks for gems. Sometimes I see her in my dreams, so I bring her gems. And The more gems I bring, the more powerful I get.
Right. Okay, that answers questions. Don't
You
bring
weren't
them
expecting that, were you?
No, I really wasn't. Huh. Okay.
Well, yeah. But now this one I'm done with. You see, this one's all yours. And there you are. He hands you back. He hands you back over the ruby. Do with that as you will now.
Not cursed, is it?
Oh, I don't know. It might be a bit cursed. No, I promise you, it's not cursed. We got rid of all the cursed ones. You don't have to worry about them.
Really quick, Claw. What was your tribe's name again? Or did we have something for that?
We didn't.
All right, I'll just put Claw's tribe. We can figure it out later.
Yeah.
Okay.
A question, if I may. See Glyph of Warden. Says I can store a level 3 spell or lower in it. Do I have to have it prepared to store it, or?
Can you link the spell?
Yes.
I gotta take a look at it. Oh, geez. All right.
That's a great spell.
Yeah. I'm sort of familiar with it. Subject. Surface. Okay. Decide the trigger.
Very lazy Google search says yes.
Alright, so I have to have it prepared. Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, it comes from your spell list.
Yeah, that would be. You can store a prepared spell of 3rd level or lower by casting it. Yeah, see, it says by casting it as part of creating the glyph. So you would have to use the magic when you create the glyph. Basically, store it. All right. So I think Yuri. Well, yeah, I guess she would bring the army because from here she's going to the Knoll camp. She's a little bit worried about being discovered. But you make your way to Claw's tribe, who has its own sort of isolated area in the caves. Your people are a bit worried as the large force approaches, and several of the guards at the gate call out, "Who are you? What is your business here? What do you want to do?"
She just kind of step out in front and she's like, "It's just me.
Claw!
I found a party who wants to go and attack the Knoll camp."
So the guards kind of look at each other, then look back and say, "Who are all these people?" Because there's a small army there with you.
They're from Candle.
Oh,
They've been dealing with the Knoll attacks. I met some people exploring the Elven Library. Same mutual enemy.
My name is Yuri Nightsbane, and as Claw says, we are allies. We wish to speak with your people, possibly for a joint attack. And again, they seem a little concerned, but knowing Claw, they will motion for her to come forward. They would say, "The rest of you, you should wait out here. My apologies, but we don't know you very well yet." And Yuri's like, "That's fine." So Claw, is the group going in with her, or is it just her going in?
Does she want us to? Does she ask us to?
She'd probably motion and just be like, "Is it okay if a few of them come in?"
Yes, that should be fine. Alright, so you are going to speak with Ulgum, the tribe leader, who I'm going to say is probably in his mid to late 40s, maybe some sort of shaman of the tribe. He would say, Claw, you've returned, and I hear you brought quite the group with you. What?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Oh, that's all. She just kind of says that, like, kind of shyly.
What is this all about? Something of a fight with the gnolls?
Yeah, when I went and fucked off to the library, I met a small party of adventurers who had been dealing with the gnolls. We ventured off to Candle, and they had a army that they were preparing to go and attack the camp to the north.
Didn't you say, this is out of character, you said you went to the library without getting permission, right?
Yeah.
So he would say, the library? But why would you go there, especially by yourself? You know that place is dangerous. He says, I'm glad you're alright, but you shouldn't have done that. He says, you could bring the anger of the spirits down upon us. Give me a persuasion.
Where's my character sheet? It's over here. I'm bad at these.
Alright. Yeah, so he definitely seems annoyed about that. He would say, there are spirits there. If you have angered them, we could be facing their wrath. Ancient elven beings. He says, do you have nothing to say about this?
It was stupid and childish, to say the least. But I thought I could find something there that would help against the gnolls. And I mean, I did.
Give me another persuasion with advantage. 13. I suppose you did, and you are alive, so this is good. But, damn it, I wish you would have said something. We had thought with you missing for as long as you were, you might be in trouble, and we had no way of finding you. In any case, he says, who are these? You said these are allies of Candle, and you all are planning an attack on the gnolls? Seems dangerous. They have a very large war camp to the north of us.
I am Sigma of Denier, a cleric of Denier. We are trying our best to stop a massive war, stop the gnolls from causing more deaths.
Give me
We're
a...
destroying the camp.
Alright, the two of you give me persuasion checks. So he kind of scratches his chin. He says, yes, I heard that there was quite the large force of Candle soldiers outside of our town. I don't know if this is wise, though. The gnolls are a nuisance, but to attack them, if the attack wasn't successful, it could provoke them, and they could attack us directly.
There's
And
only 60 of them. They can take care of it.
how do you know this?
Scouting. Our friend Keller here found them.
Again, he kind of scratches his chin. Give me another persuasion with advantage. 60.
Persuasion. I keep losing it.
16. He says, it's still a fairly formidable force of gnolls, but it is doable, especially if we would combine our forces. He says, what would you need from us in this attack? Just soldiers? Warriors?
Whatever you can give.
He says, and what of the spoils of the camp? Who would get those? Would it be our people, your people? Would we split them?
Split based off of personnel, I'd say.
Let's seems
Potentially
fair.
have a chance to rescue prisoners that have been captured from your tribe, have they not?
He says we
Yeah,
are
they're
missing
prisoners.
people.
They're
Actually, I will say, since you peeked in, you did see what you thought was several prisoners, one of whom might be the person whose axe you found, although you wouldn't know what they look like. Keller, I don't know if you want to say something.
Just want to know, Claw's tribes, are they all wild shifters, or are they like a mixed mash of different races?
They'd all be shifters, at least. Maybe not exactly all wild hunt.
Okay.
but
I couldn't remember
shifters.
what the name of the species was. I was like, wild shifter. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's shifter sub-race wild hunt,
Okay.
at least for me.
So-
they're all shifters. Right.
I will say that, yeah, you probably saw some people who you would assume were shifters in the cages.
Yeah. Hi. Sorry to interrupt. Keller, really good fan of. Yeah. There were a couple of people there that looked like shifters. So I don't know if you're missing any, or how many other tribes of shifters there are around here.
He's-
Potentially, they're there.
He says, we are missing people, one of whom was Claw until just recently. Give me a persuasion with advantage. So you tell him about what you saw. He says, that would correspond with how many people were missing, -1 who might be dead. All right. I think it would be best if we helped. If we can save our people, then we must try. And I think with Yuri's forces, with the Candle forces, we have a good chance. We will agree to supply you warriors for this battle. Although I would like to speak with you in private, young woman, he says, crossing his arms at Claw.
Can we do this after
No,
the attack?
right now. It will only take a moment.
Just kind of sighs.
All right. So we don't have to go through that. We'll just say that he kind of gives you a little talking to and seems angry that you are impulsive, but actually does say you've done good finding us allies. So it gives you a little bit of a compliment at the end there. Other than that, I'm guessing you would just head towards the Knoll camp at this point.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So why don't we do a quick break? And yeah, anyone who needs to use the restroom or anything can do that, and we'll come back in about 10 minutes and continue. Oh, and anyone doing anything in town before we leave, or are you all good?
I should probably look at getting some components for spells.
So I don't think they have arcane casters here. They would just have primal components if you wanted to buy them. However, what's the... I assume you're talking about for Find Familiar?
Yeah, Find Familiar would definitely be one, but I'm not sure other spells require any.
So they might have some incenses. I think your group has some arcane components as well. I don't know if they want to give them to you. You could ask the quartermaster.
Yeah,
Okay.
I mean, Find Familiar is it's charcoal, incense, and herbs. So they definitely have herbs and stuff.
Yeah, they probably have like rare herbs for the Find Familiar spell if you wanted to pay gold pieces to get however many you'd want to buy. But I remember you saying you're out of money right now.
Yeah, how's everyone been getting money? Like,
I
We've been
think,
getting paid.
yeah, I think they've been splitting the treasure they find. Because I
don't
know,
think we split I don't think we split the treasure. I just think it's money we've been getting paid from Yuri and that stuff.
yeah, it's true. Yuri did pay you for the last few jobs, but I think you do also have a bunch of gold in the treasury. So you could distribute some of that. Like you have like 600, right?
Yeah, the spreadsheet says 567.
So yeah, anyway, I'm going to use the restroom, but yeah, talk to the quartermaster. Maybe they can give you some. I'll be right back.
Cool. I'll be back.
Right, how are we doing? Is everyone still away?
I'm back.
Welcome back.
What was it? I know you don't like the spells from other what about races from other books?
I'm willing to hear some of them out if someone really wants to play one, although I prefer just to stick to the normal races.
Normal. I get what you mean, though. You're for your time, but races.
The D&D published ones when I say normal.
I get
But yeah, I'm not against the idea of homebrew stuff.
that.
In higher level games, I let
Yeah.
people research like spells and stuff.
Yeah. Make your own spells and stuff.
Yeah,
Have you ever heard of something called the Darrow?
no.
Ah, yeah, the Darrow. They've turned madness not into a sickness, but a way of life. They're
That might make sense for the deep, since there's a lot of madness down here.
yeah.
Oh, did Fisher get any money from the party?
Yo, I just got back.
Did the quartermaster give you anything?
You'll be back.
I'm right here.
So is the group okay paying Fisher some money since he's kind of out of it?
I can give him 5 gold.
Well, I more meant from the party treasury, because you guys have some gold in there.
Oh, yes, I can also give him 80 gold mango of rare herb, 85 gold pieces of rare herbs, which you can sell if you want some.
Thank you very much.
How does 80 sound? We can spare 80 right now.
From the party treasury?
Yeah, 80 gold.
80. 80 is the most gold Fisher's ever had in his life.
So you got 80 gold and 80 gold pieces of rare herbs.
Wait, why are you giving them the rare herbs?
You can sell them later on for 8 more gold.
Oh, well, I mean, if you sell those, you're probably not going to get the, 80 gold pieces worth. Unless you have someone who's good at haggling. Selling
Also,
stuff...
you could just use the rat one.
Yeah, selling stuff doesn't usually get you its value. Those would probably be more valuable if you have a, do you have an herbalist who can make healing potions? I guess maybe you don't.
No.
Well, if you find someone who can make healing potions for you, that could be valuable.
Fisher's going to very gratefully take the 80 gold pieces and just say, you know what? It's been very nice hanging around with you guys for the last couple of days. Welcomed me in. I know I've been a little bit grumpy at times, but I just want you to know that I consider you all friends. And, well, if you ever need a little toy made or, a bit of jewellery, I'll whip something up for you.
Thank you.
All right.
And Keller, I think we make quite a team, mate. So if you ever want to do a bit more sneaking, I'll stay behind. But pass without trace. Pretty dead, right?
Yeah, no, entirely. Like very, very, very useful.
Yeah.
And, keep our little, a little secret safe.
Yeah,
Just remember, with Pass Without Trace, you do have to remain within 30 feet of him for him to benefit from it.
Fish is learning on the job.
Yeah. Because it's 30 foot from you, I think, radius. But okay, so you give him some money. Everyone kind of gets organized, and the tribe will lend you several barbarians as well as some of their soldiers to help in this battle. All right, so at this point, Yuri would say, "We're going to wait for you to do your attack." And you said you could send me a psychic message, Keller, when you do?
No, because it kind of depends how long we're going to be away from you, to be honest. So go with no.
You will hear a loud, thunderous explosion. Okay.
She says, "Well, if we go now, there might still be guard patrols to the south of the Knoll camp. That's the whole point of you attacking to the north, was to possibly pull some of them away."
Oh, I'm saying once we're inside.
Yeah, I just meant we need some way for you to tell me once you attack in the north and make that distraction before you get inside. Or are we
I think we'll have
changing?
enough time.
Okay.
I think you could still do the psychic thing. I think we'll have at least we'll fight them within at least an hour, right? We're almost there.
Yeah, it'll probably be 1 or 2 hours of travel to get to the north of the Knoll camp.
Are they coming with us still, or are they staying here?
So her idea was to stay here. Then when you attack to the north of the camp, you send them a message, and then they'll move, because they're hoping that the attack will draw away some of the patrols around the camp to go help.
Okay.
Can you have your power last for at least a few hours, Keller?
It will last at least an hour.
She
Look,
says,
it's very situational. Okay, I can't exactly guarantee you how long it'll work. It could be from
Well-
1 hour to
well,
8 hours.
you know when you do the spell how long it's going to last. It's random, but you would know how long it is, right?
When I do it, I'll know how long it's going to be, but I won't know how long it's going to be until I do it.
So she
I'd say
says,
it's the only shot we have.
"Yeah, why don't you try to do one and see how long it lasts?"
All right, let's give it a shot.
Wow, 6 hours. So you connect with Yuri and who else? Or just Yuri?
No, I will connect with Yuri, and do we know which knoll Dosha gave us to come with us?
Oh, I mean, I don't have a name for him.
No, because I was going to...
Can it
I
be
can't...
Holton?
Holton the Knoll?
Sure.
Holden or Holten?
I was thinking Colton.
Colton.
But
All right, sure.
Holton's good.
Sonic Whispers, rhyme again. It's my proficient. I think it's the number of people equal to my proficient. Give me a minute.
Roll an initiative.
Here we go. And Fisher attacks Yuri.
Whoops.
What the?
Trying to.
Thanks for the
I'm
gold,
green.
suckers.
How big is the army? Can we take them?
It's just.
Oh yeah, you'd probably lose that fight.
Okay, so we will take. I will do Yuri and Holton.
All right, and just FYI for the extended effects in the spreadsheet, this is going to last till 6 p.m. because it's 12 right now.
Okay.
She says, "Excellent. So yeah, just let me know when you make the distraction, and I shall try to sneak my troops as well as the Claw tribe into position."
Wonderful.
All right, so we're set to go. Holton Nolik is with you as well, ready for some deception. He is at a +2, so not the best deceiver, but not the worst.
All
I
right.
have done this because I'm hoping that I can whisper stuff into his head for him to say, which will let me kind of do.
You're gonna feed him his lines.
Yeah, kinda.
I am here for what? Oh, for no, just all right. Give me a survival check if you are moving through the caves to look for a northern patrol to attack. I assume this will be Claw. Dosha will try to. All right. Well, luckily, Dosha is somewhat familiar with these caves. And you head around kind of to the north, getting there about 4. Took you longer than you thought. But entering the areas from the north, you come to Knoll territory. Give me a moment to grab the cave map. You are entering from the north, heading south, and you are almost positive there are gnolls in this area. Just give me a moment to drag your tokens on.
I'm gonna cast light for me.
Signet. Clyde is in the background. Oh, Yuri would ask, did you want any soldiers to bring with you? Or did you want them all with her?
I would say all with her, but
Okay.
that's just me. Everybody else can, if they
Yeah.
want to bring them.
So you're just doing as a strike team. All right. Yeah, so Dosha, I'll say, is with you in the background, and Holton Nolik is also with you. So yeah, you are pretty sure that there are gnolls up ahead somewhere. What do you want to do?
Right. I'm going to stealth ahead of them because I don't need light and to see if I can find them.
Yeah, I'm the only person who needs light.
All right, so you
It's,
cast. You said you cast light on yourself. Go ahead and mark yourself with one of the light icons, just so I know it's on you. Keller, you are stealthing ahead. Give me a. I don't see your. Did you add your passive perception to your name? I don't.
It's at the end of my name, but my name's really long.
Could you just put Keller as your? Because we can keep your last name on your sheet, but just do Keller for your name. This way
how
I
do
can see that.
change my name again?
You go to the cog at the top right, and then you can change your display name.
Got it. It was passive insight and passive perception, right?
Yeah, like PP and PI. I mean, they should be the same one, so just, yeah. All right, so give me a stealth check, Keller.
24. I did.
24.
With the light.
All right, go ahead and move up ahead. So far, you don't hear anything. But as you approach the area ahead, you would see a light source. Hang on a second. So to the south, a little ways away, there is a gnoll with a torch in the darkness. Do you see him?
I can see the circle. Yeah, I can see him.
All right. So it looks like he is sort of looking around in the area, kind of keeping an eye out in the caves. You don't think he's noticed you yet. You also hear noise with your passive. It sounds like coming from over here and up here. There might be more gnolls in the area.
Okay. So I'm going to stealth over here. He needs to be in 60 feet. Is he in 60 feet? No. Okay.
You think you see a light source coming from the east at this point as well.
Just position. Right, I'm gonna avoid those rocks. Trip. Then go there. See what I can see. Oh, I see one nil there, one nil there. Probably one behind me. It is 60 feet. Oh, second. Alright. I'm going to hide behind the, well, in these rocks over this side, probably. I'm
Okay.
going to Psychic Blade a knoll in front that I can see.
The one over here?
Yeah.
All right. Go ahead and give me an attack roll with advantage. Well, yeah, with advantage because he wouldn't see you with your stealth check. Yeah, so you send a psychic blade towards him. Are you in range? You have to move up 60 feet, right?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, so 20 would strike, doing
26.
Or 26, yeah, doing 6 psychic and give me a sneak attack.
Sneak.
Oh, good roll. He falls down twitching, not dead, but bleeding out. You don't think anyone's noticed yet. What do you want to do?
Oh, bonus action with the Psychic Blade.
While he's down?
Yeah.
All right, so that would be a wash. All right, so I'll say this one strikes as well, probably ending him.
Cool. One down.
Yeah, no one's noticed so far.
Alright. Let's sneak over here.
Give me another stealth check. Okay, yeah, so you get to there. You would see a hunter holding a torch to the east of you at this point. Looks like he is talking to someone, but you can't really hear what they're saying from this distance.
Oh, that's what I wanted. Over here. Obviously, I'd be peeking around the corner.
All right, yeah, you can peek. Go ahead and move your token.
Yeah, I can see him from where I'm at, so I'm good.
Well,
Psychic Blade, that one.
You think you hear another one that he is talking to right here.
Okay. I'll peek around the corner. That just peek. Which one, from my experience with Knolls, which one looks the one that we've had more trouble with?
Probably the hunter is the one with the bow shot that's really damaging and the multiple attacks. That's this guy.
Oh. Psychic Blade, that one.
Okay. Go. So at this point, we do need to roll initiative because there's no way that the other one isn't going to see this. So everyone,
No, I know, that's the whole.
everyone
wanted to do.
yeah, everyone, give me initiative rolls.
Let Oops.
Is everyone on there?
Or just got on there last.
Just trying to get Delroy's feet up, but it's not loading for me right now.
I don't see Fisher on there either. Make sure your token's highlighted when you click initiative. Because or else that's how you associate it with the token. Okay, so I got one for Fisher. Yeah, no, I just need your imp. Same thing, just You might need to drag your imp onto the map. So all you have to do is take him from the journal and drag him like onto the map next to you, and it should put his token there. And then highlight his token, click initiative.
For some reason his character sheet is not loading for me. Let me try doing it in the pop-out window.
Alright. Well, here, I'll put Dullboy on, and I will roll for him. If it's not loading,
There we
just
go, I got
to
him.
get things going. Oh, you got him? Alright. Excellent. Alright, so as this is happening, the first act is going to be the hunter, but he is surprised. Keller, go ahead and make your attack.
I did before the initiative. It was 22.
Oh, we're supposed to roll initiative first. Roll again.
Okay.
It's fine. You'll probably still hit him. You got advantage. You might even crit him. Yeah, 19 will strike.
8 plus sneak.
So he is caught off guard. Oof, taking 18 as he stumbles back, bleeding.
He's not down. Bonus action. The other psychic blade.
No, he's not down. He looks wounded though. He does see you now, but 24 would strike him, and 7 would put him down. The other gnoll yells, "Intruders!" And you hear a bunch of noise in the cave now. Anything else, Keller?
Do I have my movement, or was my movement?
You have your movement, if you haven't done it yet.
Oh. I'm gonna come and get me, you bloody dogs! And then run like fuck. Which is, I need to work out how far he was.
Alright, remember the rocks are difficult terrain, so Keller rushes back 30 feet. And that's it for him. Yildir, you would hear a bunch of noise coming from up ahead
Can
now.
I telepathically through the thing tell the gnoll that's with them they're coming? And then he can tell them?
Oh yeah, sure. So he'll say, your friend, he's under attack. Yildir, what are you gonna do?
I am gonna walk forward or run forward, I guess, 30 feet. Wait a minute. And then I'm gonna cast Thaumaturgy
Okay.
and make a loud sound around here of like an explosion.
Alright, go ahead and link Thaumaturgy. As there is suddenly a loud boom from over there. Anything else?
Nope.
Alright, Claw.
Actually, I'll double move. Wait, no, I can't. No.
I think you already did your action.
Yeah.
Okay. 40 feet there. Don't see anything. So dash another 40 feet to there then.
Alright, run. Alright, so Claw just goes rushing past. I assume drawing your weapon?
Yeah.
No rage yet?
No rage yet.
Alright, so mark yourself as having your two-handed weapon out. Fisher.
Fisher's gonna dash as far as he can.
Trying to find the icon.
It's on like the 4th or 5th row. It's just the 3 swords with a two-handed. It's that one.
Okay.
So there is a bit of difficult terrain you'd probably have to move through, these rocks here. But other than that, you should have a clear shot as long as you're not going through ally spaces.
Yeah, I think Fisher can pass over difficult terrain.
Oh,
As
do you
long
ignore difficult terrain?
if it's made of rocky ground, he's able to move over at normal speed.
Oh, okay. Can you link that? I'm not as familiar with the Earth Genasi.
I don't know if my Earth Genasi linked in my character sheet.
Do you know what the
But
ability is called?
I'll find it for another time because right now it's not the most pressing.
That's the ability in name. I just
Earthwalk.
copy pasted.
Thanks.
Oh, I see it. Here it is. Okay. So yeah, you can just move normally over it because that is stone.
Sweet. And then my speed is 30 feet. So if I'm dashing, like I go 60 feet, right?
Yeah. So you rush to follow Claw, running towards the noises. And what you could do is, like, if you pick up your token, press Q, you could do something like this. Where you
For some reason, this Q to turn on the ruler just doesn't work for me. I can hold and press Q, but
well, yeah, you have to hold to pick up your token. Then while you're holding your token, you press Q to make the ruler and make waypoints. Like each time you press it makes a waypoint. But sure, so you ran up that way and you are rushing up behind Claw, and that's it for you, right?
yeah, I think.
I feel like I should make a video on the Q thing. But yeah, all right.
I don't know why I struggle with it so much. Yeah, I'll stay where I am.
Okay. So from the darkness, a Knoll Hunter walks over here. He will see Keller falling back, hear the boom, but have a beat on Keller and take his multi-attack. I see him, he yells. Ba-doo! Oh no! That is a
I
crit.
don't have a light source. How can they see me?
Oh, that's true. You don't. How far away are you? He has a light source. All right, so you are in his dark vision. So I'll say disadvantage on that. So 22 would still hit as he hears movement, but it will not be a crit. Luckily. Yeah, I forget about their the links of that. All right, so longbow hits you, doing 5 points of piercing and lowering your movement by 10 until the end of your next turn. Second shot into the darkness. Ew. Nope, 5 is going to miss. Signet.
Can I move and take Del Boy with me?
Like what, grab him?
I'll have him sit on my shoulder and walk.
I think he's invisible right now, isn't he?
I mean, it's not his turn, so he's not invisible yet.
I mean, if you want to wait and ready in action for him to go and, like, sit on your shoulder, you could grab him, I guess, as your action. But that would be your action to grab him. And then just run with him in your hand. Like, let's go, doughboy. Hup.
Yeah, I'll do that then. Take him with me.
Alright, so you grab and move 30 feet. At which point he will follow. It's like yelling obscenities at you in Infernal. Get your hands off me, you son of a bitch. Anything else? No touching. I don't know you.
I did not consent.
Yeah.
I did not consent.
Exactly.
That's it. I think that's it for me.
Alright, so Signet is dragging a very angry, yelling imp through the tunnel. Noel.
Fisher speaks fluent Infernal, so he sort of says, Delboy, Delboy. Not that sort of language.
I don't speak. I speak Draconic.
So this guy who just saw his friend get His head exploded, comes running out. Would hear and see Keller, because you are within his dark vision range.
Fuck.
And
Okay.
he's going to go, Patoo! 16?
No.
Well, it just misses you. Lucky. So yeah, you're running and an arrow like flies under your arm. He yells some more. Yeah. The imp is grabbed by you. He says, "Let go!" He's screaming at you. You gonna let go of him? That would be you, Signet. You're grappling the imp right now. Did we lose Signet?
Oh, so I'd already said let him go.
Alright. So what is the imp gonna do? Because technically you're giving him commands, Fisher.
So at this point, he's going to turn invisible.
Okay, so that's his action. So go ahead and mark him with invisibility.
Then he's going to fly.
Just as a reminder, this is the invisibility mark. And,
You
yeah.
double up.
Yeah, you can go ahead and put it on just so you get the hang of it. Alright, and you say he's going to fly?
Yeah, he's got a fly speed of 40 feet, so he's going to go up high, invisible, and
So the cave here is up to elevation 10. It's not very high, so you can put him at elevation 10. I think you held Q.
yeah.
Yeah, you wanna hold the token and press Q, or else if you hold Q, it just puts a million waypoints. But yeah, sure, he flies up to here, 40 feet. Elevation of 10, which is this one. And yeah, what else is he doing?
That's it for now. That's his turn.
All right. In the dark, another gnoll comes rushing up. He's going to dash to try to see what's going on. Running to here. He hears Keller, doesn't see him, but he doesn't have time to shoot. Going into the new round, I have to add a few people to the initiative.
Fuck. Okay.
One moment. As there are other gnolls in the area.
I didn't think these through very well.
Although they're a little further off, so at least they're not going to get there right away. And yeah, all right. So first to go is the Gnoll Hunter, who is bleeding out on the ground, so he's dying. Keller.
Okay.
So you would hear noises coming from the south and the southeast. There might be reinforcements.
Okay, that's what we're gonna do. Right, cool. Right. I am going to Psychic Blade the one that missed me, because I can't hit the one that would have critted on me.
Alright, so you turn around, throwing a dagger. Yeah, 27 would strike. Doing
I don't get
7.
sneak attack.
No sneak, but you do hit him for 7.
Cool. Then I'm going to use my movement to get up there. Bonus action, hide.
Alright, hiding in the rock. Go ahead and make a stealth check. Yeah, you're pretty well hidden.
If possible, I want to kind of like lie as best to prone as I can, like either up against the rock or down, just like hiding behind it as best as I can, so that they're all at disadvantage from the arrows.
Okay.
They're at disadvantage anyway. I'm hiding, so it doesn't make a difference. Ignore what I just said.
Alright. Now, some of you do speak Gnoll, right?
I do.
So a voice growls in the and kind of echoes through the caves and says, "Inagu hungers for flesh." as a creature makes his way up from the south. Bring me the sacrifices alive. That is it for that guy. Hildir. Are you muted, Yildir?
I am, sorry.
No worries.
I am going to cast Chill Touch on this gentleman right here.
Alright. He yells, I see 5 of them. As you cast Chill Touch.
Cool.
This would all be in Nolish, so I think only Signet knows what they're saying.
Is that it?
12, no, especially with cover, that's definitely going to miss. Striking the cave wall. Anything else?
Nope.
Alright, Gara.
So, trying to. So I can see that one. Would I be able to see that one through the walls here, or is the lighting just?
No, that's not actually the wall. I mean, that is kind of the wall, but the actual boundary is where the lighting is, so you can see him.
Okay. Cool. Then measure movement. Would it be difficult terrain to move through these squares?
Yes, if you move through the rocks there, that would be difficult.
Okay. Then 5. So then 15, 25, and then that'd be 40 technically, I would say. I'm trying to get closer, but also stay in the rocks for like partial cover.
Yeah, and they would provide you light cover if you're inside them.
Okay. Because if I'm there, then this is just. Can I measure again? Yeah, there we go. That'd be 55. I could get down there. Next turn, possibly, yeah.
Alright.
So yeah, should just kind of duck into the rocks. And then action dodge as well.
Alright, take the dodge action. Got it.
That's the
Fisher.
button, isn't it?
Yeah, that's this one.
Okay, lightning shield, got it.
Yeah. Fisher, what are you gonna do?
Gonna move 30 feet to here. And
Okay. Moving
just
into the
checking
rocks
my
there.
range. He is too far away.
So that would be entering difficult terrain, so you'd have to do it up here. Because you'd lose 5 feet to do that, if that's okay.
Earth Ganassi again?
Oh, fuck yeah. Sorry, yep. No, I'm gonna keep forgetting that. So yeah, you just kind of just boof right into the rock, you're fine.
So, bonus action X on this one.
Alright, so you chant casting Hex. Go ahead and link it. I think Hex is 60, so you might be just out of range.
Oh,
Oh, it's 90. No, never mind. I'm incorrect. Alright, so you surround him with your necrotic energies, and he is hexed.
and that's up. He will have disadvantage on con saves.
Okay. Well, con checks. It doesn't do saves.
Yes. Checks.
Yeah, so go ahead and mark yourself as concentrating, as you have the spell now.
Concentrating was this.
Do you remember it?
I'll get that in just a sec. There it is.
Yes. Nice. Alright.
and then I will hit him with a blast.
Alright. So you chance casting Eldritch Blast, but unfortunately 13 will miss as he's in cover for the first shot. Oh, bad luck. Alright, so yeah, both of your shots will hit the cave wall he's behind. Anything else?
That is the end of my turn.
Alright, so this guy is going to come up this way. He would see you and the rocks over there, Claw. He's not happy about that, so he's going to fire at you. Ba-doo. Nope. Ooh, 17. Oh, but no, you have light cover. That would miss you. Alright, so he curses as the rocks get in the way. And he's going to fall back a bit, yelling, engage! Don't let her pass! Which only one of you can understand. Signet.
So first thing is a bonus action. I'm going to do Blessings of the Raven Queen. Move 30 feet my top.
Alright. So you teleport using one of your, I believe, 3 uses for the day. Okay.
And then I will use 30 here to move down to here. Is she in range yet?
In range of what?
He's not. So I will leave it there.
Okay. You gonna take the dodge action, or?
Yes, I'm gonna take the dodge action.
Alright, so you start dodging, keeping yourself safe for the turn. This guy was not happy about that psychic blade. He is going to fire up at... Oh wait, Keller's hiding, huh? I think he's going to fire at Claw, because she looks dangerous. She's got a big sword. Nope, that would hit the rock somewhere. The imp goes.
Oh, still invisible. The old boy is going to go around and then
Mark these guys with their bows that they have out.
go sort of flying above. Yeah, the snow. Staying invisible.
Alright, so he flies over to there with a dash, right? Or does he have 80 feet of flight? I think he has 40, right?
Yeah, that was a dash.
Okay, so he's still invisible. This guy hears something, but he's kind of looking around, curious, like, what is that? Anything else?
So as a bonus action, now that he's in his range, is that going to potentially give him disadvantage on anything?
You mean, distracting? Yeah, he can do that. That's not technically an attack, I don't think, so you could do that and stay invisible. But that takes an action, I think, not a bonus action, so you have to wait till next turn.
That's fine. I'll do that, and that's the end of his turn.
Alright, so the Gnoll here is going to drop his bow on the ground and pull out his spear. No shield, because he doesn't have time to strap it on. He's just going to go two-handed spear. move up to here and attack you in the rocks. Nope. 14 would not be enough as you dodge out of the way. Because your AC, I believe, is 16. Yeah. Right. Further in the cave, a gnoll comes running up. He is going to yell in Gnollish, inform the camps! We may need backup. And using his lightning loop, he's going to dash as a bonus action. Kind of coming up this way and getting into cover. Alright, he'd be over here.
Good ability.
So that's it for him. The hunter goes. So he's still bleeding out. Keller.
Okay. Which one's the bigger threat? Right, I'm going to target the one that Delboy's next to with a psychic blade.
Okay. I'll just give you a quick look at the enemies currently. So there's this guy. Oh yeah, you would have advantage too. So yeah, 26 would strike, doing 7 and sneak attack. 17. Alright, so as he's distracted by the invisible creature, suddenly he is struck right in the neck by a psychic blade as he just bleeds and falls over.
Now, with this... No, with Skull Graffiti, it only hides me if I miss, so I'm guessing if it hit, other people can see me.
Yeah.
Okay. Bonus action, hide.
Or like hear you because you're in the dark, so they can't necessarily see you. Alright, so you slip back into the shadows. The Fang of Yinogu. Difficult terrain. And then dashes 30 feet, roaring as he runs up. I shall break you all. Yildir.
Alright, I'd like to cast, am I within range, actually? No, I'm not.
Oh, and you would hear more movement to the south. It might be a runner going to tell the camp. That might be who this guy was talking to. Signet, since you're the only one that can understand them.
Yeah.
Well, the Knoll guy would have heard them, and I don't know if he'd tell me.
He stayed back because he's not actually a combatant, so he probably isn't involved in this.
Okay.
I think I'll cast Magic Missile with fire.
All right, which one?
The Inagu guy.
All right, the Inagu guy. All right, so you chant, doing a flaming magic missile, first level, right?
Mm-hmm.
So he is struck for 9 points of damage, singeing him a bit. He still looks pretty healthy though, and he just points at you and growls as he continues rushing. Anything else?
Nope.
All right, Gara.
Alright, first thing. Where's my character sheet? I have too many tabs open. Anyway, found it. So, which shift is it? I have like 5 of them that all do different things. So bonus action shift, which forget the temp HP on that. I think it's that one.
Level plus con modifier.
Alright, so 5.
Alright, so you grow a bunch of hair, getting all shifty.
Yep, so that's that. I died, so 8, and then timer, because it's a minute.
Yeah.
There's that. And then spears don't have reach, do they?
No, spirits are just
And then-
pointy.
Okay. And then that one's ranged right now, right? Like that
Yeah.
has a bow? Does that one have a bow?
That one currently, what does he have? He would have out. No, he has a battle axe out. Battle axe and shield.
Okay, so that's gonna be 10, 20 feet of movement there.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, no. Come on. So I'm gonna do this instead. And then 5 to get there.
Yeah, 15. Yeah.
Yep. And then going to reckless attack the one in front of me.
All right, shifting and reckless. Oh,
Crit.
crit! You catch him off guard as you
Run.
just cut him in half. He is very
So
dead.
then I would have another. I did 15, so I'd have like what 25 left. that 40?
Yes.
So then I would just rush over to. Actually, well, she'd spend her other extra attack just to hit the one that's on the ground again, anyway, and then she'd run over.
All right, yeah. Double tap.
Yep, that's action, bonus action move.
Oh, still not raging. All right.
I mean, I can't rage. It's bonus action, so I
Yeah.
gotta wait. And
Fisher.
the temp HP from Shifter kind of balances it.
True. Fisher, what are you gonna do?
I wanted to ask if I can use. So the creature has X. Was killed, but I wanted to double check if it has to be this turn where I move the hex to a creature. Or if it can be any.
Well, you can move it whenever you want as a bonus action.
Okay, sweet. I'll hold my bonus action then. And instead use it to. Wait, is Delboy in range of this human?
Yeah. Who's currently charging, was charging towards Yildir, now is kind of changing course to go at Claw.
Okay, cool. Well, I will bonus action. Command Delboy to attack. So he'll come out of invisibility and attack.
What the? Alright, so you have advantage. 15 would strike. Stinging the guy, right?
Yes.
Ah! Yep, so he takes 4 and has to make a con save. Oh, he would make it, so he resists the poison, only taking 3 poison damage. So he is pretty hardy. And now will turn angrily towards the imp. Anything else? Doughboy says, Master, I'm in trouble.
You love it, Delboy. I'm going to pop Fisher over here,
Yeah.
and then he will blast this same dude. He doesn't have any X fanciness, so just wait up.
Yep, it's 2 blasts. Yeah, 17 will strike. Blasting him. 8 will miss, though. And how much damage? Oh, good roll. 9. Ah. Still looking healthy, though. This guy is tough.
And that is my turn.
Alright, the hunter goes. He is going to move up into cover here. Take aim at Claw, because he just saw him cut his buddy in half. Now he does have advantage on you, right? Because of the reckless?
Yes, because he's farther than 30 feet.
Yeah. So... Ew. Nope, misses the
And-
first. Oh, but
16
19.
would hit. Oh, 19, yeah. Meat beats. Yeah.
4 damage. Not the best. And you are slowed until the end of your next turn. All right. That's it for him. Signet.
110
Alright.
HP.
Oh. Move 30 feet.
We'll run across the middle of the battlefield.
Yeah. So, he's in range. I will cast blindness.
All right. Remember, you will be going directly from here into the big battle, so just keep that mindful of your resources. Anything used here, you probably won't get a rest before the big one. All right. So blindness, deafness. You will have to make blindness. You will have to make a con save. 15.
It just makes it.
Alright, so he shakes his head a bit, but manages to resist the spell. Anything else?
I can't do anything else.
Alright, so that's it for Signet. This Knoll is dying. I think actually he does bleed out. Bah. The Imp. Oh, I skipped the Imp. Imp's turn.
Del Boy is going to go invisible again. And he's not in anyone's threatened area right now, is he? So he is just going to move here. Flank.
Okay, so he is invisible over there. The Knoll would hear him, so it looks like he might still be. He might try to attack him. Anything else?
No, that'll be the end of my turn.
Alright, the Havoc Runner is going to move up to Claw. 25, 30. Does he want to do that? Yeah, he'll do that. He goes up to Claw, and he is going to attack you. His battle axe. But doesn't do very well as you easily parry his attacks. He is then going to dash as a bonus action, moving up and around to here. Ending his turn. Into the new round, the hunter dies. Blech. Keller.
Okay, so the Fang of a Nagu, does that have cover from me?
Yes. He would have cover from Fisher and from this
Oh,
guy.
that's cool. I'm going to target this guy then.
Okay, he would have light cover from Fisher. Because one of your corners goes through Fisher to hit one of his corners.
Move, does that negate my stealth?
If you left the rocks, then it would, yeah.
Okay, so I couldn't like move there and still fire.
You could, but at this point, I don't think any of. Well, actually, all right. Let me check something. Maybe from here. Oh yeah, it looks like that works. All right, so yeah, you're good from there. You would have no cover.
Cool. Then I'll Psychic Blade him.
All right. Yeah, 24 would hit him.
A snake.
Doing. Oof, 22. Ouch. As, he bleeds a bunch from his ears. Not wounded yet, though. Tough guy.
5, 10, 20. Dude, that's gonna be too risky for me. Yeah, no, that'll be too risky. Okay, I'm then going to 5, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 over here. Bonus action, hide.
All right, jumping from cover to cover. Keller, once again is stealthed. The Fang is not happy with this imp. So he is going to take one punch at the air where he hears him. So attacks the imp at disadvantage.
Can he jump to 10 feet? I guess he probably can, right?
Well, he's at 10 feet, but 10 feet is within range of this guy's his attacks. So claw attack at disadvantage. 13. Ooh, I think that just hits him.
I don't remember his AC.
Yeah, it
is,
says
meets it.
yeah, it says 13 on the thing. So he takes 6 slashing.
I'll use my reaction to reduce that by half.
Oh, what ability is that? Is that a Pact of the Chain thing?
Yeah, that's what the chain master.
Alright, yeah, go ahead and link that. I don't get that many Pact of the Chains.
There you go. Oh no, wait, where is it? Yeah, when the familiar takes damage, you can use your reaction to grant the resistance to that damage.
Alright, so yeah, he would take 3 then. So go ahead and spend your reaction.
But he also has resistance to cold, bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing. So double resistance isn't a thing. Right?
Yeah, so you might not want to use that. Now, let me check. Did this guy? No, he doesn't have magical attacks. So he would already have resistance. So I don't know if you want to use that. You just say he took half from that.
He's on 3.
Alright, so second attack. It's going to try to get him again. Claw attack. Ooh, 21 is going to hit. Doing another 4. So he takes 7 damage total. And he's going to try to bite him. Oh, but... Oh no, 13 would hit, right?
Yeah.
So 2 piercing, and he's immune to poison. Right? I think aren't imps immune? Yeah, so he doesn't take the poison, but he does take 2 piercing. And then
I can't believe he just took 3 hits.
he is going to run over here to try to give flank to his buddy. And that's it for him. Yildir.
Alright. So Ildir's gonna move 30 feet. 1, 2. And then let's see how close we got. Not quite. He's gonna do chill touch again, I think.
Alright, blasting him.
Yeah, on this dude.
Alright, yeah, 16 will strike him.
Got it.
Ooh, nice. 15 necrotic. Good roll. So he is withered by the chill touch, becoming wounded. Ugh. Anything else?
It says he has disadvantage on attack rolls against me. And it can't gain hit points until the start of my next turn. Oh, undead.
Hit
It's not
undead, yeah. I was going to say, yeah, I think that's undead. Alright, so that is it for Ildir.
Yep.
Gara. Surrounded. Starting to...
Bonus
get
action
some-
rage, obviously. Which icon's that?
Strongman. It's...
Wrong. That one? Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay,
I think it gives you the list of all the stuff on your turn, doesn't it? Like the combat master?
The combat master is bugged for me for some reason still.
Oh,
It gives
okay.
me a bunch of them, but not all of them.
Yeah, I get literally nothing. So
That's
I
weird.
don't know if it's my browser or what, but yeah.
Alright.
So anyway, I raged, and now obviously reckless attack, great weapon master, great sword against the big guy. 18 minus 5, so
13. That will just miss.
Okay,
AC is
second swing
oh
also misses.
yeah, he's gonna dodge both. You're a little too reckless. Anything else?
Uh, you know what? Just because I can, I'm gonna step here.
All right,
Actually, no, I'll step
take
there.
that. All right,
That way they're not flanking me anymore.
mess up there. You have to move 10 feet to flank me now. All right,
Yeah,
that's
I'll
it
have to move
for
a little bit.
that's it for Gara. Fisher, your imp says, "Master, save me! My arm can't move it. Everything's
Love
going.
Bane, Del Boy.
Everything's going dark."
Don't lie. You love the Bane, Del Boy.
Like a
so-
Hellraiser imp. It's like, pain.
Yeah, he loves it. The Knoll directly in front of him. Am I able to tell if he's looking injured?
This guy? No, this guy doesn't look injured yet. He'll have a half-heart symbol if he's below half. He looks a little tired, so you think he has been using stamina. He's not at full health, in other words.
Yeah, and I'm behind partial cover where I am. Right?
Yes. Well, no, you'd have to be in the rocks to be behind cover. So you can move 5 feet to the east of you to get into the rocks. That would be in cover. Although remember, cover is only effective against ranged attacks. Just FYI.
Am I right in thinking that this guy has been using a bow as well?
He has a battle axe. He has the melee symbol on him. Two-handed.
Okay, that's fine. Cool. Well, I'll move here. And then I will bonus action move my pets to this.
Alright. So he is assaulted with necrotic energies. So you hex him.
And then, as far as targeting from where I'm at, do I have a shot on?
He would have cover, but you would have a shot at him. You have light cover from the Havoc Runner who's standing right here. So you'd have +2 to his AC, basically, with light cover.
Yeah, I'll just switch that up if possible and hex the Havoc Runner in front of me, if that's okay.
Alright, sure. We'll say you hex the Havoc Runner instead.
And here. And then 2 blasts for Havoc Runner.
Pew pew. Yeah, 20 would strike him in the back.
Oh, lovely.
10 force. That would wound him. But second shot will miss.
Okay.
Anything else?
X damage.
Oh yeah, you get a
Fine,
D6
no
hex.
damage. Thank you very much, sir.
1d6. 5 damage, alright. So yeah, he is wounded. Is that it for you?
Lovely. That's my turn.
Alright, the archer. Doesn't like this cleric casting spells at him. He's gonna move 30 feet this way. Still doesn't have a clear shot on Claw. So I think he's just gonna shoot Signet. Takes aim at you. Misses with the first. Ooh, 21. So you are struck with an arrow. Man, one bad damage rolls. So 3 damage, just kind of nicks you. And your speed is reduced by 10 until the end of your next turn. Signet.
Okay. Right. I'm not sure what. I will try, it's still in range, so I'll try blindness and deafness again.
Oh. Again, you try to blind this archer.
I'll do it at level 3 because I can get both in range.
Who are you targeting?
1 and 2. 1 and 2.
So this guy and this guy?
Yes.
Alright, so con saves for them. The southern one. Oh, is gonna fail, and he is blinded. As your magic takes hold, he can no longer see. So mark yourself as concentrating. The other one. Oh no, the Fang is strong and he resists. So that is it for you, I assume? Or is there anything else, Signet?
No, that is it for me.
Okay. Your imp. Doughboy.
Delvoy is invisible again, and he is running back to Daddy. Oh, no, he's not.
Alright, so he flies north back to you.
He's gonna finish up behind me here.
And I know we are a little over. Are you guys okay finishing the round, or do people have to go?
Yeah. I'm okay finishing the round.
Okay. So that's it for the imp. The Havoc Runner is going to move here. Swipe at Claw. Ah, bad roll. 14 will miss her, luckily. And let's see, move 10 feet. He's going to use his lightning loop to disengage as a bonus. Go 5, 15, 20 up to here. And attack you with the second one, Fisher.
Would
Oh, no.
being there, like,
Yeah.
those two spots not count as difficult terrain?
It's kind of skirting the edge there. I just kind of gave it to him. But yeah, I think you would get hit with a crit unless someone has something they can do about that. Oh yeah, that's what I was expecting.
Apply inspiration to that, can we?
You can't do it to their rolls, but luckily Yildir has your back here. Go ahead and spend your reaction, Yildir.
Thank you very much, Yildir.
As he will force a reroll with silvery barbs.
At disadvantage, I think it is.
No, well, it's normal roll, but you can give advantage to someone as part of the spell. So who do you want to give
I'll give
advantage to?
Oh, the clock can't use it.
I mean, I can, but there's literally no point because I just always reckless.
Yeah.
She's very reckless in her battling.
I think then give it to Fisher.
And so Fisher, you have advantage on. Is it your next roll or the roll of your choice?
Roll of your choice.
Okay, within like.
On the next, no, it says on the next attack, ability check, or saving
Oh,
within
okay.
a minute, so it's immediately used.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. So
Choose.
yeah, go ahead and spend your reaction, and he will swing again. Whew. Unfortunately, I think 20 does hit you, though not crit. And you would take 7 slashing damage, Fisher. All right, round 5, Keller. Oh, actually, yeah, we should end here. So how about... and Fisher, I need a concentration check, so con save, because you are holding your mark.
You'll have to tell me how to put a marker for advantage because I will 100% forget that as well.
Oh, the advantage is used on this.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so
Right,
you would have advantage on
Oh.
this. So yeah, you would make
Nice.
it holding your spell and then die, apparently.
You come back to life repeatedly.
Alright, so yeah, give me Whispers with MVP, and we can end here. Well done, everyone. So you fight through this first battle towards the big base battle after.
I'm gonna ask it again.
Whisper.
Slash.
Don't I think I posted it in the pins in the Discord
It's
chat.
pinned, but it's just /w space GM space the name that you want. It's pretty simple.
Yeah. Yeah, if it's yeah, you got it. Oh, we have a tie, dead heat going right now. Now it is a tie between Keller and Fisher, so I need D20 rolls from the two of you.
Oh. Oof. I use my advantage on that.
Can you use your inspiration?
Yeah, use my inspiration.
Wait. No, you can't.
In
You
fact-
can't inspire this roll.
Well, I've still got inspiration, so I'm just using it to regain it if I win.
Oh, fair enough. Keller, need a roll from you. All right,
Oh,
so
you're kidding me.
Fisher, you are MVP. Congrats.
Oh,
Well done.
uh,
Yeah,
All right. Peace out.
yeah. Good, good
Thanks,
game,
everyone.
everyone.
See ya.
See you next week.
Doodle.
bye.
What day? It's 4 p.m. the 35th. And looks like we do have some people on the stream. Hope you enjoyed it. Do I have anyone still in here? Oh, just me. I'll just take some notes. But yeah. I mostly stream this to have things to post to YouTube because a lot of my players like to watch the games afterward. I don't know, would anything make the streams more interesting? Still kind of new to the streaming thing. Yeah. This before I forget. But yeah, if you guys have any suggestions for the stream, let me know. I'd love to get feedback from people who watch. Ugh. Not feeling the best today. Okay. So I got that done. So the next game is on the 7th. I was actually thinking of doing some PvP in the D&D games. I thought that might be fun to watch with like an interactive audience getting involved in what's happening. I don't know. Probably be more interesting than all this storytelling and combat. Alright, well, that's all done. But yeah, hope you all enjoyed watching, and hopefully I'll see you later on for my evening game. Take care.